It's weird that it just hit me the other day, that we are literally a month away from the next generation of gaming. Well, console is anyways, with the 30 series for GPUs and with AMD apparently announcing their next CPU jump somewhere around October 8th. Let's just say, PC gamers are going to be flexing that they're now playing next gen, while consoles, yet again, an entire generation behind. I think that's kind of funny. But it's such a crazy time to be looking into gaming. The type of hardware that you're looking at, what this console can do over this console, each console specs, whether if it's better to just go into PC gaming and future-proofing the hell out of your rig, which probably a lot of people are going to be doing, considering I think all the pre-orders for both consoles are still like backed up, so we'll probably see a lot more PC gamers just out of impatience. But I digress. I was thinking, with Sony trying to sell us on their butchered remastered Spider-Man game for the PlayStation 5 while promoting how 60 FPS is pretty much going to be the norm in open world games like Horizon Zero Dawn, Days Gone, and as the before mentioned Spider-Man, all games that run at half that frame rate. And it has me curious as to what the new standards are going to be. I'm talking frame rate wise though, because consoles, they seem to be more focused on, well, I should say Sony anyways. Did Microsoft have any exclusives during Xbox One? Well, they did buy Bethesda, so technically they have an entire lineup now. But with Sony and their exclusives, they've shown that they're perfectly fine with hitting that bare minimum, at 30 FPS, as long as their game is playable and looks great, they're perfectly content. It'd be neat to see, game developers actually say 60 is now the bottom of the barrel, the average is really 90, well 120 is what you want to be aiming for. 120 will be this generation's 60. But what I'm getting at here is I'm hoping they really don't focus so much on quality. Graphically, that frame rate is kind of omitted. Something I think a lot of console players aren't really prepared for is that frame rate jump. I mean, I can't speak on games like Spider-Man or Horizon Zero Dawn going from 30 to 60 because with Sony not being a greedy company at all, I can't play those games on PC, or at least not stably. But with Doom Eternal going from 60 to 120, I guarantee you it feels like an entirely different game. I do primarily play on console, but I do own the game on PC as well, and I can run the game at a consistent 160 frames, and I'm telling you, going from 60 to 120 in this game is a completely different experience. There's so much tied to your frame rate in this game, it's ridiculous. It's probably why we can't properly ballista boost on console. Meat hooking is actually tied to your frame rate, so you can move faster on PC rather than on console. There's so much you're limited by, and a lot of people say playing on a console is harder than PC. I don't think so, because when you're tied to 60 frames, you actually, seemingly anyways, it feels like you have a half a second extra to react on, let's say, Ultra Nightmare. Meanwhile on PC, you have to be on it with your reflexes. So going from the PlayStation 4 to PlayStation 5, the difficulty might be the exact same, but it's going to feel harder because everything's going to be a little bit faster. And I think with that faster frame rate, we're going to be more in the territory of PC gaming, sort of. We're still not going to be able to quick swap, but that reaction time and how you're moving, how the demons are moving is going to be magnified. So with this video, I wanted to kind of talk about some things that I would like Doom Eternal to bring into the next generation of consoles. Beyond just the, I want my game to look nice, I want it to deliver on that better, more intense experience. And with that being said, I think the first one here would be mouse and keyboard support, and maybe even crossplay. Crossplay is getting bigger with the next generation of gaming, and I know a lot of people don't really like Call of Duty, but what they're doing is definitely admirable. They're doing cross-gen, crossplay, cross-progression. So basically what that means is, well, crossplay, you're going to be playing with everyone, regardless of what platform they're on. Cross-gen is PlayStation 4 is going to be playing with Xbox X Series, and Xbox X Series is going to be playing with PlayStation 5, PC, and Xbox One. But cross-progression also means you can buy the game initially on the PlayStation 4, all your progress is going to be saved, and then let's say you decide, hey, instead of Xbox or even the next PlayStation, I decided to go on PC. So that cross-progress is going to be saved from your PlayStation and then transferred over to your new PC. And I think the foundation for something like that for Doom Eternal is already there. We're already logging in with the Bethesda account, which honestly doesn't really make all that much sense because your stuff doesn't carry over from one platform to now to begin with. So I don't know what the premise or the reason behind even needing a Bethesda account to play Doom Eternal really is, but it would be neat considering I do have a lot of skins and cosmetics and stuff that I have from Season 1 or Series 1 that I don't have on PC, and it'd be nice to, be able to hang on to that stuff and say I've been here since day one. Meanwhile, with mouse and keyboard support with a higher frame rate, I think the whole community of Doom Eternal would be kind of melded together a little bit stronger. I'm thinking more from a, battle mode perspective. I know a lot of people have kind of died down on battle mode, but even the campaign, I think the campaign would be amazing with some mouse and keyboard support. I mean, with that higher frame rate, the only difference I would say PC has versus console would be, your ability to quick swap. And of course, community made mods, but we'll talk about in a second. Higher frame rate, the ability to quick swap, that would be the entire PC experience on console. And I think it'd be great. It would be something that PlayStation and Xbox players haven't been able to experience now. But speaking of mods, I think this is a pipe dream. I think it would be great for consoles to be able to support mods. I don't even know much about modding, to be honest with you. I do know that it is harder to mod on console rather than just straight up on PC, and I think the best way for that to be possible on console was if id Software brought back some form of snap map, and then they tied in this version of snap map and then all the modding tools into the Slayers Club. So now you can create all kinds of master levels, you can alter the campaign in different ways, create your own unique levels, upload it to the Slayers Club, and then regardless of what platform you're on, you can favorite it or add it to your profile, and then whenever you load up your console, whether it being PlayStation or Xbox, as Doom Eternal is loading up how it connects to your Bethesda account, it acknowledges that you downloaded or favorited one of these mods online, notices that that mod isn't already on your system, and then over a hotfix, it downloads that mod. Yet again, another way to actually justify the whole Bethesda account, because right now there's really no reason. Not to mention, a lot of people are requesting snap map be brought back, and I think this would be the best way to go about it. You're tying your Bethesda account, you're tying in the Slayers Club, and you're giving everybody what they want. More ways to play Doom Eternal and keep that lifespan extended without alienating any specific platform, and theoretically just sounds like a better all-around idea. You're giving people what they want back, which is basically snap map, which increases the longevity of people playing your game. You allow that cross-gen progression, so someone can go from PlayStation to Xbox to the Switch, provided Doom Eternal ever finally comes out on the Switch. I mean, truthfully, I think Switch is the only platform I'll be perfectly fine with being unable to support any type of mods. But I mean, let's look at this right here. This last week, 3 new modded master levels dropped, which is Hell on Earth, Exultia, and Mars Core. 3 new master levels in the span of 2 days by one modder. Not to mention, if you're on PC, you also have Protoss Horde mode, which these master levels on top of Horde mode adds what? Like another, I'd say, bare minimum, if you get tired of this very easily, 15 hours still. If you're playing it how it's supposed to be played, Horde mode can take you a long time. And unfortunately, you can only experience this stuff if you're playing on PC. You have, I could be wrong here, but I think the majority of people still play on console. So you still have a large portion of your player base unable to experience this stuff. And I get it, it's not really id Software barring or banning anyone from that type of content, but still, with console being unable to have that level of accessibility or flexibility really sucks. And while we're on this topic still, I'm gonna leave them linked down below. If you guys have a PC, unfortunately, again, just to make this clear, these are mods, this is only available for PC, but if you guys want to try out these 3 master levels, they'll all be in the description. The Hell on Earth one was the one that was leaked months ago. Now there's an official public link to it, and it's insane, it's amazing, but once you play Mars Core, it's damn near impossible to go back to the basic Mars Core. This is the way the level should have been, and it hurts, to play something like this and know exactly what you're missing out on as a console player. It's better when, it's out of sight, out of mind, you don't worry about it, but when you play it, it sucks. It hurts so much because it puts everything in perspective, and then again, it reminds you you're not going to be able to access stuff on your normal platform, which is some bullshit. Anyways, I was aiming for 5 points, but I think the other 2 are just filler, and really when it boils down to it, I believe these 3 are the ones that are going to have a stronger impact on people's experience, how they're going to see the game, and how the higher frame rate, and as I was talking about, the support of mods on console can really affect the longevity of a game that they've been playing for the last 6 to 8 months, or maybe even more than that, considering we don't know when the next generation of Doom Eternal is going to even launch. But anyways, let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. What are you guys looking forward to most in the next generation of gaming? Are you guys going to go switching platforms? Are you going to go from console to PC or PC to console? I mean, right now my PlayStation 4 seems to be on its last leg. So to be honest with you, I'm probably just going to switch over to PC, considering I think one more generation of console, we're practically all going to be pretty much playing on a PC. So I think that would be the smartest move, but I still might buy a PlayStation 5 because I'm still curious as to how the game's gonna look, how the game's gonna run, what's gonna be omitted, what's gonna be added from this generation to the next. And I don't think consoles are really ever gonna go out of style. When it boils down to it, there's a convenience factor that I don't think people are ever really going to shake or evolve out of. You can't really play on a PC on a couch with a buddy, like you can with an Xbox or a PlayStation. But anyways, let me know. Let's talk down in the comments section. Like always, guys, thank you all so much for watching. My name is Cynic. If you guys haven't joined the Discord, link to that stuff is always down in the description or in the pinned comment. You can always use it to throw some video ideas my way or yell at me directly, however you choose to use it. But until next time, I'll see y'all later.